A leaked draft opinion to overturn Roe versus Wade still reverberating. A live look right now. The U.S. Capitol in Washington, D.C., our nation's capital, center of attention again tonight after Politico yesterday published a leaked draft opinion to overturn Roe v. Wade, which made abortion legal nationwide decades ago. Demonstrators descending on D.C. the moment after Politico published that leaked first draft opinion, suggesting the days of a federally guaranteed right to an abortion are numbered. In Mississippi, the Attorney General arguing the decision should be the state's to make.
This decision holds. It's really quite a radical decision.
This law has been sitting with the United States Supreme Court for over 50 years by unelected justices. And as a rule of law case, it needs to be returned to the states.
When it comes to the leak on the draft opinion, a spokesman for the Supreme Court confirming its authenticity, but added it doesn't represent a decision by the court or the final position of any member Chief Justice. Chief Justice John Roberts issuing a statement calling the leak, quote, a singular and egregious breach of trust that is an affront to the court. Developing now, one day after that draft Supreme Court opinion was leaked, Oklahoma's governor signed a bill banning abortions after about 6 weeks of pregnancy. Abortion rights advocates already have challenged the new law in court. It's modeled after the state of Texas, in which private citizens can sue abortion providers or anyone who helps a woman obtain an abortion for up to $10,000. If Roe v. Wade was overturned, abortions would remain legal here in Iowa. The 2018 the Iowa Supreme Court ruled the Iowa Constitution guarantees a fundamental right to abortions. But that opinion is currently being challenged at the Supreme Court. Last year, 60 Republicans joined together in asking the Supreme Court to overturn that decision. Legal experts say if Roe v. Wade is overturned and the Iowa Supreme Court changes its opinion, that could be an opportunity for lawmakers to approve legislation to ban abortions.
So if there's the 1-2 punch, if both are overturned, then I would imagine that the governor might well call the legislature into special session so that they could outlaw abortion, because that's clearly what the governor and the majorities in the House and Senate want to do.
If passed last session, but would need to be passed in the 2023 or 24 session before being put on the ballot for voters. With many opinions swirling around Capitol Hill on changes to abortion laws, we wanted to ask people at home what their thoughts are. Local 5's Larissa Leone has more from Iowans weighing in on the discussion of abortion.
The Supreme Court's consideration of changes to abortion laws have polarized the nation yet again. But for Planned Parenthood's North Central State's president, Sarah Stays, says their services are still open for all in need.
Every single one of Planned Parenthood's clinic doors are open today, and they will remain so until the very last moment of the very last day when abortion or if abortion becomes illegal in this country.
Executive Director of Iowa Right to Life, Christy Judkins, says having an abortion is a hard path to go down, and she knows this all too well as she is a post-abortive woman.
Emotionally and mentally, it's very devastating. It's traumatic, and so as a result of that, statistically, women, myself, I've experienced suicidal tendencies. So, post-abortive women have a higher tendency for suicide.
Sarah Stan says safety is why Planned Parenthood's doors will remain open.
It must be left up to individuals to make that decision. So Planned Parenthood is proud to provide abortion. We are proud to fight to keep abortion safe and legal and accessible to all people.
Judkins is now firmly pro-life and would never encourage a woman to get an abortion, but she says she's pro-woman first and would never stand in the way of helping a woman before or after their difficult choice.
I would hope that they would choose life, but if they chose something different, I would come alongside them and make sure that they had a heart that's there, that's willing to open up to them and share.
Social media has erupted with comments, some supporting abortion law changes on the premise of religion, and others seeing them as the government's way to regulate women's bodies inappropriately. People are also sharing their concerns on the amount of unsafe abortions if abortions become illegal in the United States. Of course, we want to keep the conversation going, so text us with your thoughts at the number on your screen. You may just see it featured right here on Local 5. Stephanie?
Larissa, thank you. Meanwhile, the Iowa Democratic Party wants Roe v. Wade codified, written into the law. The state party signed a statement with the other state and territorial Democratic parties saying, "We encourage our federal legislators to codify Roe immediately. We cannot and will not wait." And the Republican Party of Iowa chair, Jeff Kaufman, weighing in, saying in part, quote, "The Republican Party of Iowa is committed to defending the unborn and will fight for every person's right to life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. We must protect the most vulnerable in our society, especially those who have no voice." 22 states currently have laws that could be used to restrict the legal status of abortion. That's according to the Guttmacher Institute, which is a nonprofit that researches reproductive rights worldwide. Of those states, 13 states have so-called trigger laws that would ban all or nearly all of abortions if Roe v. Wade was overturned. Iowa and a handful of other states are considered certain to ban abortions based on laws passed before and after Roe in the event it was overturned.